Welcome to another episode of That Crazy Triangle Guy. Here we are looking at Bitcoin US dollar index on the 4 hour time frame. This is a snapshot I took yesterday before the close, before Wednesday's open. And we were looking to close close the day at 67,679 conveniently circled there on your right where my cursor is, and that would be above the aqua colored neckline that you can see on your screen, and you can see at the bottom of the screen that that would be the end of the day. We were doing that so we were looking to start a new daily candle above the neckline for confirmation of a breakout from our inverse head and shoulders we've been talking about. Coincidentally, that is the what you see on your screen is the 4 hour the Gaussian channel turned on the 4 hour time frame, and that would have been above the top of that channel. Notice the next snapshot. Okay, the next snapshot, as you can see on the screen here, we seem to be holding closing candles above, on the 4 hour time frame, above that orange line going across your screen. Now, this is really the first interaction we've had with that recently, is the first interaction that we've had ever with that orange line. And what that orange line is was my initial interpretation of the top of the consolidation range we've been trading in for the past 6 months. Now, how did I get that orange line? Well, I placed the base of my parallel channel here at about 66 or 62,000, and it's where and what time, this is on the daily time frame, this snapshot is, and that's where we were shooting up, and we had a little bit of consolidation there. That's where I placed the bottom of my channel. And then the orange line, that is where the elongated circle is, you can see an orange dash line. That is the center line of the channel. So based on those two, and you can barely see the top of the orange channel at the top of your screen, based on the bottom placement of the bottom and the center line was how that I drew my channel. And if you open this up on a 4 hour, you can see more contact points along the center line. And so when I did that, apparently that was it was drawn in such a way that here we are today, with the top of that channel acting as support, and we've never had any interaction with that channel before. No other contact points. So it's just very, very interesting that seems to be the way it's playing out. Now, of note, all the other depictions of the channel that I've had have been exact clones of that original channel, but squeezed in or out a little bit, or moved up or down a little bit to touch various other contact points. With the one exception is this pink line that you see at the top of your screen in this snapshot. That is the ultimate breakout point, which was drawn off the first two highest contact points in our consolidation range on the wicks on the daily or whatever, the highest points that we traded at on the first 2 points. So there you have that. All right, so here we have a snapshot of the Bitcoin US dollar index on the 1 hour time frame. Towards the end of the day, as we were inching, at the end of Tuesday, as we were inching closer to that breakout, to actually having a daily confirmation, a daily candle opening above our aqua colored neckline. But we never made it. We never made it up there. And so, having not made it up here, what's going to happen next? Here we are looking at the daily, the RSI on the daily time frame. Over the course of several months here. Now, the dates I have circled there are where we crossed down below the moving average on the daily RSI. First one is October 26th, I believe, and the second one is October 29th. I'm sorry, first one's August 26th, the second one is September 29th, and the third potential cross, I took this snapshot before the day closed, or maybe no, after the day closed. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. About to cross there on the Wednesday, today, whatever day today is. So, what happened on those dates? This is what happened on those dates. First circle is what happened on August 26th when the RSI crossed down below the moving average. Second one is September 29th. And those are both about 8% drops to the downside, give or take. Now, here we are currently. You can see this was the end of the day. Right there, that red candle was what happened. We're on the Bitcoin US dollar index on the hourly time frame, and we closed the end of the day coming down to retest the top of this orange line, which is the top of our channel that I was talking about, and it acted as support by the end of the day. Now, starting Wednesday, we have fallen below that line back into our channel. We have a pink line here. This pink line is the top of a channel, which the bottom of which is uses the contact points from our 49K low, our 52K low. Connect those 2 points, and that'll be the bottom of your channel. The top of the channel is from the previous. Let's switch to a daily chart just to show you. Okay. I don't actually have it drawn as a channel here. I have it drawn as trend lines. But so here is the bottom of the channel, and that connects here to the 52K low, and here to the 49K low. Now the top of the channel, the pink line I just showed you, is connected here to this low before the 49K low at around 53.4. That creates a channel going up here that we just have fallen back into. I'll note we're on the daily time frame here. So that being said, I really should draw a channel. What would be the halfway point? Be right around here. What is that at? 63. Yeah, 63. All right, so having fallen back into the channel, there's a good chance that we would come down then to the center line of that channel. Why am I telling you that? Well, let's get our little magic measuring tool here. And if we did have an 8% pullback, let's say I'm measuring from the daily candle body there at about 69,000. Oh, I didn't click it. You gotta click it and then pull it down 8%. That would get us around 63,000. This is 7.9% would be 63,579. Now the previous moves down, one was around 7, the upper 7%. The other one was like around 8%, and that is the initial. One of them came down only 8%. One continued to go down further, but initially it was an 8% drop. So that gets us around 63. And so around here on our daily time frame and around the center line of that channel, there's probably a lot of other factors in play here, but what is also around there? Well, also around there we have this blue line, which is the 21-week moving average at 62,692. We also have this pink line here, which you can barely see hiding behind that green line, and that is the 200-day moving average, 63,339 currently. Now, I think we're acting pretty bullish. I think a lot of stuff is getting bought up right now. A lot of stuff was getting bought up at about 67,000. But let's see what happens. I'm just doing the TA here and pointing out things, potential downside here. We could come all the way down to 63. That's what the charts are telling us. Now, are we more, do we have more strength than we did? Well, let's look at the RSI right now. This is the daily RSI right now. And when I took that snapshot before, we were just touching here. And now we are definitely have crossed below the moving average, as we did back here on September 29th and further back here on August 26th. You can see times that we have crossed below that line have dropped down significantly. So the thing is here, what is notable here is that on these other crosses below, here in particularly, we were below the center line here on the RSI chart. So when we did cross below there, not only were we crossing below the moving average, we crossing below the center line there into the bearish zone. So that is why this one not only came down 8%, but continued to go down even further after that. This one, we were up in the bullish zone, and then did fall below the 50% level there. So this time, well, we crossed at about a similar height here, but we did get a little bit higher here. So potentially we don't come down as far. Potentially we save ourselves. And you can see kind of that I have this green channel here. We are trending upward. Anyway, pay attention to the green center line there. Yeah. So possibly where we've come down before, we've dipped a little bit below that center line. Let's see if we get a bounce on this center line. That would be good. If not, maybe we come down a little bit below it but stay in the bullish control zone and bounce up higher. We might save ourselves from that 8% drop. And I do think that we are in a more bullish environment than we were back in August and September, definitely. So that's our hope, that we do not fall down that far. Now let's see what here. Well. Also here when we did cross down, we had been up on the stochastic RSI for quite some time. Here, not so much. Maybe we just get a little bit of a dip here and then come back up. That's certainly possible here. Maybe we stay above that green line, which I don't even know what that is, but it's something, right? What is that green line? That green line is contacting some of these points here of significance. So it's kind of a trending dealio there. Okay, I'm going to pause. Well, we're on a daily time frame now. The Bitcoin US dollar index. So 63K. Right down here. It's very possible we do continue down there till Friday. But it's also very possible that one of these gajillion lines here act as support. The white one, the red one, those are various other tops to our consolidation channel that hit other contact points. We have the green dashed line here, which is the center line of that same channel I talked about earlier with 49K, 52K, and the previous 53K. But it's a little bit larger. Also here you have this green dashed line right here at around 64 64.4, 64.3. That's the top of the daily Gaussian channel. We might get stopped there. I don't think we really want to fall back into there. Anyway, you see these two downward sloping channels here. And when I go on to an hourly time frame, you'll see what those are. It doesn't really show too well on the daily time frame, but those are our usual channels that we trend downwards in. We move over a little bit, we go down a little bit more, and if we continue down in this channel right here, well, we would be at the 63K mark Friday. So there is a potential if we stayed down there. Close of Thursday would get us down to the 200-day moving average. And then maybe we see a bounce Friday. That is one scenario that could play out. The other scenario is that we could still just hit like the 21 weekly, something by the close of Friday, and then just consolidate here over the weekend heading into next week. So those are the options that are available, and we also could find support up here and see a bullish turnaround here and confirm a close above this aqua trend line neckline at around 67.7. So let's just see what's going to happen. I think there's a lot of accumulation right now. A lot of people buying up in the $67,000 range. So I don't know if we're able to get down that far, but I just wanted to point out what could potentially happen. All right, so like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.